Welcome back to Apex Sci-Fi. Usually, when a human is abducted, the reaction is primal fear. We worry about probes, dissection, and never seeing our families again. But there is a specific subspecies of human living in the San Francisco Bay Area who lacks the gene for fear. Instead, they have an overactive gene for opportunity. They are the tech CEOs, the disruptors, the visionaries. These are people who look at a natural disaster and ask, how can we scale this? They look at the collapse of society and ask, is there an app for that? To an alien warlord, this mindset is baffling. They expect their captives to beg for mercy. Instead, they get a lecture on agile methodology and vertical integration. They don't want to be probed. They want to know if the aliens are currently raising a Series B round of funding. Today's story is about the Galactic Dominion. They wanted to understand human leadership. So, they snatched a CEO named Chase from Palo Alto. Chase didn't see a prison cell. He saw a captive audience. And he spent the next 4 hours trying to convince the aliens to pivot their invasion strategy into a software-as-a-service model. This is the story of how corporate buzzwords saved the planet by annoying the invaders into submission. If you have ever been in a meeting that could have been an email, smash that like button. You know the pain. And if you want to see an alien try to understand what a non-fungible token is, subscribe and ring the bell. Let's circle back to that. High Commander Zorg sat on his obsidian throne aboard the Star Eater. He looked down at the human specimen his drones had collected. The human was wearing a gray Patagonia fleece vest, skinny jeans, and $500 white sneakers. He was holding a bottle of kombucha. He didn't look scared. He looked disappointed. Human. Zorg boomed. You have been taken. I am Zorg the Destructor. I have come to harvest your planet's resources. Chase took a sip of his kombucha. He looked around the bridge. Okay, Zorg. Love the energy. Big fan of the Destructor branding. Very aggressive. Very alpha. Zorg blinked. You like it? I do. But. Chase pursed his lips. I have some notes on the execution. The user experience? It's a little clunky. The tractor beam had some serious latency issues. In this room? It's dark. It's damp. It's not really screaming innovation. Have you guys considered an open plan layout? Maybe some bean bags? Natural light. Zorg stood up. This is a warship. We do not have bean bags. We are here to enslave your population. Right. Enslavement. Chase nodded, pacing the room as if he were giving a TED talk. Let's unpack that. Enslavement is a very traditional model. It's labor-intensive. It's high friction. The overhead on guards alone must be killing your margins. We do not care about margins. We care about dominance. Sure. But hear me out. What if we pivot? Pivot? Yeah. Instead of invasion, think partnership. Instead of enslavement, think community. We don't destroy the humans. We onboard them. We gamify the submission process. We make them want to work for you. We call it invasion as a service. IS. Zorg looked at his lieutenant, Glip. Glip, what is he saying? Is he casting a spell? I believe he is using corporate jargon, sir, Glip said, scanning his datapad. It is a dialect used to confuse investors and inflate value without actually doing any work. Chase ignored them. He pulled up a holographic chart from his smartwatch. Look at this graph, Zorg. Your current burn rate is insane. Fuel, ammo, lasers. It's not sustainable. You're going to run out of runway before you even conquer the East Coast. You need to be lean. You need to be agile. I am very agile. Zorg roared. I can crush a skull with one hand. Physical agility, sure. But I'm talking about mental bandwidth. You're the CEO of this fleet. You shouldn't be crushing skulls. You should be delegating. You should be focusing on the big picture. The why dot. Chase walked up to the main console. He tapped on the glass. Who's your CTO? This interface is ancient. Is this Linux? You guys need a full stack upgrade. I know a guy in Mountain View who could optimize your warp drive algorithms in a weekend. We could 10x your speed. We do not need your help. Zorg shouted. We have conquered 1,000 worlds. And where are they now? Chase asked poignantly. Are they generating recurring revenue? Or are they just dead assets? Zorg paused. They are mostly ash. Exactly, Chase clapped his hands. Dead churn. You acquire a customer, the planet, and then you burn it. That's bad LTV, lifetime value. You want retention. You want sticky users. Glip, Zorg whispered. He is making me feel insecure about our business model. Are we inefficient? Sir, we are space pirates. Efficiency is not our priority. It should be. Chase interrupted. Look, here's the pitch. You don't kill us. You acquire us. Earth has IP. We have culture. We have memes. You buy Earth, you integrate our tech, and we launch a joint venture. Galactic Dominion x Earth. The synergy would be explosive. Synergy, Zorg repeated the word. It tasted like bile. And here's the kicker, Chase smiled, leaning in. We tokenize the invasion. Tokenize? NFTs, baby. Non-fungible Terrans. We sell digital ownership of the humans to other alien races. You don't even have to manage them. You just collect the royalties on the blockchain. Passive income. You could be sitting on a beach on Mars while the crypto does the work. Zorg held his head. Stop. Your words, they are meaningless. Blockchain. Synergy? Pivot? You are speaking nothing. It is empty noise. It's not noise, Zorg. It's the future. You're operating with a Web 2.0 mindset in a Web 3.0 galaxy. You're a dinosaur. And you know what happened to the dinosaurs? They got disrupted by a meteor. Don't be the dinosaur. Be the meteor. Chase paused for effect. So, what's the ask? I'm looking for a seed round of 50 million bars of gold. In exchange, I'll be your interim CEO. We'll clean up the org chart. Probably have to lay off Glip. Sorry, buddy, you're redundant. And we'll take this fleet to the moon. Literally. Zorg looked at Glip. Glip looked at Zorg. The alien warlord felt a headache coming on that was stronger than a neutron bomb. Glip, Zorg said quietly. Eject him. Sir? Shall we vaporize him? No. That is too quick. Put him back. I cannot listen to him anymore. He is trying to restructure my empire. He called my flagship a legacy asset. I feel insulted in ways I do not understand. But sir, he offered us biohacking tips for our exoskeleton. Get him off my ship. The beam activated. Chase was deposited back onto the street in San Francisco, right in front of a Blue Bottle coffee. He checked his watch. He adjusted his vest. He immediately pulled out his phone and opened Twitter, X. He typed, just got back from a meeting with some high-level angel investors from the Andromeda sector. Huge potential. Some friction on the cap table, but we're aligned on the vision. Big things coming. Hashtag hustle, hashtag galactic scale, hashtag disruption. Back on the Star Eater, Zorg rubbed his temples. Commander, Glip asked. Are we still invading? No, Zorg sighed. If we invade, we have to talk to more of them. They will try to sell us coaching packages. They will try to get us to listen to their podcast. It is not worth the headache. Set a course for the uninhabited nebula. I need some quiet. The alien fleet warped away, terrified not of Earth's weapons, but of its LinkedIn profiles. And Chase? Chase launched a course called How I Negotiated with Aliens, and you can too, for $2,999. It sold out in minutes. Because in Silicon Valley, even an abduction is just a growth hack if you spin it right. This has been Apex Sci-Fi. The next time you hear someone use the word synergy in a meeting, just remember, it's a weapon powerful enough to repel an interstellar invasion. If you have ever wanted to pivot your life, hit that like button. Comment below. What is the most annoying corporate buzzword you know? Let's circle back to that. Subscribe. And keep disrupting. Meeting adjourned.